Good afternoon. Welcome back to another video. How are we doing? All good, I hope. So we managed to find a little break in the rain today just to be able to get out for about an hour or so. Just going to get a quick video in. Probably getting me bored of me saying this now, but it's done nothing but rain in the UK again all week long. Just relentless at the moment. I kind of wanted to set the precedence for this video just to literally rip this thing as fast as it will go. I was watching back at the video that I put up last week, and like going slow on one of these things and recording it just looks so boring. So my idea for today's video was just to get out and literally rip it as fast as I can whilst trying to have a conversation and talk to the camera, and to clear up another topic, something else to talk about, a little bit more content. I'm getting loads and loads of people on Instagram and obviously on my comments on my videos as well, just saying that some of the stuff I'm putting out, some of the stuff I'm talking about is sort of helping them. I've had a couple of really cool comments that people have actually bought Surrons because of my videos, so that's really, really cool. So yeah, today's video I guess is really aimed towards the people that are looking to buy one. So you probably know from some of my last videos that I did buy this second hand, and as you've probably seen from the thumbnail, this video is going to be all about buying a Surron second hand, the things to sort of look out for and the kind of things you want to try and avoid, and just really making sure that you're going to get the best deal you possibly can without paying over the odds or buying something that's just not roadworthy or just a piece of shit, to be honest. So I guess the first thing is going to be, yeah, do your research online, line up a couple of different bikes that you want to go and look at. I know you might be eager to rush into getting one, but you really want to find the right one before you make that decision. So once you've found a couple of bikes to go and check out, I guess the first thing you really want to look at is the person that's selling it. I guess you can judge their character, and so just find out the reason as to why they're selling it. You can normally tell who's being real with you and who's just making up a pack of lies. So once you've worked out why they're selling it, just go and check out and see, you know, where did they get it from? Who did they buy it from? Did they buy it brand new? Have they bought it second hand? And I guess if they did buy it brand new, then, you know, is there any warranty on the bike? If you do pick one up and it is still under warranty, that's going to give you peace of mind, you know, if anything was to go wrong or you do have any issues, at least you are slightly covered. I guess then the next thing to really check out would be, you know, their receipts from wherever they bought this thing from. Check they've got all original documents, check they've got all the receipts for them, so it is all legitimate. The next thing to check out for, has the bike been modified in any way? Like I've said in a lot of the videos, people don't really keep these stock for too long. So check out the mods it's got, and then obviously check out who's installed the mods. Have they done it themselves? Have they had a company do it, a shop do it? And if they have, then just check out, you know, have they got the receipts for that as well? Have they got paid receipts for the actual products, and then obviously any proof of you know, that shop or that professional actually carrying out the work for them. I'll give you an example. When I bought this came with the pedal conversion kit. It's the electronic version, which obviously I'm sure most people could install, but this was installed by a local dealership down here, as the guy who had all the receipts from the shop to say that they had professionally installed the kit. Again, just sort of gave me a bit of peace of mind that it's all been done correctly and I'm not going to have issues down the line. Next, I would say take a look at, you know, the condition of the bike. The main things to be checking really, the battery. If the battery is in poor condition, or that's the thing that's really going to cost you the money. Most of the other things, tyres, wear and tear, can be sorted out pretty easily, but you know. Oh. And when I say the condition of the battery, I would just ask whoever you're buying it from just to plug it in, make sure it charges properly, make sure you can see it with a full charge, take it out for a quick test run, drop it down a few notches, and then obviously ask to see the battery be charged back up again. After the battery, have a general look over the bike. You're going to be able to tell very quickly the style of riding that that person has been doing. The condition of the tyres normally gives it away. Are they that type of rider that has literally been sat there on the streets doing burnouts? It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world if the tyres are worn. They're not particularly expensive, and if they're not aftermarket ones, then they might be worth an upgrade anyway. Again, depending on the sort of riding that you're looking to do. The stock ones aren't the best in the world, and it is kind of one of the first upgrades. If you're riding stuff like this, then it's definitely one of the first upgrades you'll be looking to make anyway. Condition of the brakes. When I say the condition of the brakes, I mean, how do they feel? Are they spongy? Are they tight? Again, these aren't major factors, because they can all easily be sorted. If they are spongy, they might need a bleed. Have a look at the condition of the brake pads as well. Again, they are not that expensive. They can be sorted quite easily. But if you do pick up on these things, then it might help you get a slightly better deal when you come to negotiating the price. So, could be something just to bear in mind. And then the overall look of the bike. Is it covered in scratches and damage and dents and dinks? Again, it depends on how fussy you want to go, and the price of the bike as well, I guess. When I bought this one, I'd say the condition was almost immaculate. There was hardly any damage on there. Well, there was no damage on there, to be fair. The only slight issue I did have with mine when I picked it up, the speedo, the button on the speedo wasn't working particularly well. You kind of have to get a tool to sort of push it in and make a reading. But to be honest with you, I mean, I negotiated on the price because of that, but to be honest with you, it's not really affected me. I do check down and check the speedo when I'm going along. It's more really just to do with the trip computer, just to see how far I've been on that ride. I can't reset it easily and then find out, you know, how far I've gone on that ride. Is it annoying? It doesn't really bother me, to be honest. And again, I'm sure you can pick them up for about 40-50 quid, so you know, all these things are easily rectified. I'd say the next thing to do, once you've had a good look over the bike, I'd say then really you want to be asking that person just to take it for a ride. And I mean, this is where you're really going to be able to tell the condition of it. Same as buying anything really mechanical. Keep an eye out for, or an ear out, for any squeaks, any noises, any creaks, anything that really just shouldn't be there. It's going to be obvious when you start riding it. There is a noise that an electric bike makes. I mean, if you're listening and watching this video, then you'll hear it in this. So as long as, you know, you're used to that sound, any other rattles or any other noises, you will be able to pick up quite easily. It's not too hard to tell. This is where you're going to get a feel for the brakes, you're going to get a feel for the acceleration. Yes, it's going to be difficult if you haven't ridden one of these before. You're not going to know how it's meant to feel. I went to see quite a few bikes when I purchased this one. I'd say probably by the third one, you can quite easily tell how they're meant to ride. And a stand, you know, a fairly good condition. I know it's easier said than done, but when you are viewing bikes and when you are viewing Surrons, don't be afraid to walk away. Yes, these things are getting more and more popular, but there's plenty out there. There are plenty, and if there's not any at the moment, they will come up, I promise. Don't rush into something, because you just might end up with a lemon. And to be fair, when you do find that one, you will know about it. Also, walking away from it as well puts a little bit of doubt into the seller's mind as well. Why is he walking away? Is it not good enough? Have I priced it too highly? So there's a lot of things as well that can play into your hands. Obviously, you've got to bear in mind as well is kind of what you want this thing for. You know, is it... Obviously, don't put yourself in debt to get one of these. As long as you can afford it and you've got good places to ride it, then you're not going to regret it. Definitely not going to regret it. And I guess the last sort of point to look at would be, and like I said at the start of the video, do your research, look around, check online, check on forums, speak to people, reach out. All these people that you see on Instagram, YouTube, we've all been where you are. We've all been in the market to get one. And we've all been through the process. Maybe not everyone's buying them second hand. I know a lot of people do buy them brand new, but yeah, just reach out to people. These people on Instagram and YouTube, they're only human. If they don't respond, they don't respond, but the majority of the people in this community will definitely help people out. So don't feel afraid, and don't feel like you can't, because yeah, it's a good community to get into. So, but yeah, have a look around, have a look at similar bikes, do as much research as you can, and see if the bike that you really like, or the bike that you're after, falls within that price category of what you think it's worth. Because the last thing you want to do is, you know, pay over the odds for something really that you could have got a lot cheaper, or there's a better deal out there. So yeah, just have a good look around. I guess that's really kind of my main tips on trying to buy one of these used. I mean, I can talk about my experience and talk you through the scenarios I went through, but obviously I've been looking at these for a long time, and you know, I had the thoughts going through my head of, you know, how legal are they? Am I going to be able to ride it anywhere? Am I going to get stopped by the police? Am I going to have too much trouble? Is it really worth it? They are a lot of money. What if it goes wrong? I don't know how to fix it. There's an awful lot of things to consider. I looked at a couple of bikes. They were all fairly local to me. I was pretty lucky in that scenario that I didn't have to travel too far. I know people that have travelled across the country. I think this particular bike, when the guy I bought it from, when he first bought it, he bought it from Birmingham. He bought it in a lot worse condition than what he sold it in. He'd done quite a bit to it, and his main reason for actually having the bike and owning the bike and what he was using it for was literally just riding with his girlfriend. His girlfriend had an e-bike, much slower, and he just said it was too much of a bike for what he needed. He needed something a little bit slower, something a little bit more comfortable, and something that's going to sort of match his girlfriend's bike. He just didn't need such an expensive, such a fast Surron. So that fell quite well into my hands. He'd obviously done a lot to the bike to make it a little bit more comfortable, and also to make it a little bit more legal. Like I said, the pedal kit he had put on it, he had put some new brake pads on it, obviously just to make those a little bit better. Riser handlebars was another thing he put on just to make the ride a little bit more comfortable, and the actual seat rising kit as well. This was probably 3 of the main things that I was looking to do to a Surron, whether I got it from him, from someone else, brand new. As standard, they are quite a small bike, so the seat lift kit is a really worthwhile purchase. The riser bars certainly make the ride a lot easier for me. I'm just over 6 foot, so that definitely helped me out. And the pedal kit, in my eyes, made it slightly more justifiable when riding around on the roads. We've done a couple of other little upgrades, you know, coloured spokes, things like that. They soon came off. The graphics kit came off, and that kind of allowed me then to start doing a few other upgrades just to make it a little bit more personal for me, the look of it, the ride of it. So yeah, went round to view the bike. He had, and this is another kind of really nice little touch, everything that he had modified on this bike, he also had all the stock parts. So original handlebars, original pegs, and a few other little bits and pieces that he had done. So that kind of that was nice, just so that I could either sell them, make a little bit of money back, or if I ever wanted to sell, upgrade the bike, do anything to this one, I had original parts to put it back to stock. Or if any of the upgrades just didn't work out for me, you know, luckily the bars for me were spot on, so I never needed to change the bars back. The pedals, it's not the easiest to ride with, I'm not going to lie. Coming around here, I have to keep switching my foot position. It does sometimes make you a little bit unbalanced, but it's not the end of the world. I would much rather ride with pegs, but it just gives me a little safety blanket knowing that the pedals on it, just when you come across public, that they're not too judgmental. But yeah, we've smashed the battery down to about 30%, and I am a good probably 7 miles from home, so probably just going to head back now. We'll have a little chat about things to come. I think at present, when I looked earlier today, I think we're about 400 subscribers. So yeah, massive thank you yet again to everyone that subscribed. The analytics are showing though about 91% of people watching videos aren't subscribed, so definitely worth clicking on that subscribe button. Looks like we've just about made it before the rain starts again. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully it's helped someone out. Stay tuned for the next one. We've got some really good ideas for videos. I do need a couple of dry days though to make them. It's not going to be quite the same if it's conditions like this, so let's keep our fingers crossed that the rain holds off for just a week or so would be nice. But yeah, please hit the like button, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take it easy.